Hey, hi, ho! I am Russian bear, and this is Russian cat, Штукенция.
Yeah.
So today I want to discuss very interesting topic: how to be safe in Russia if you went to Russia, how and you are a foreigner, how you could be totally safe, how you could avoid danger if you visited Russia, Moscow, and other places. So some basic rules which I'll try to give you. Actually, Russia is not the best place for foreigners if you do not know Russian language.
Привет.
Привет, yeah. So actually, why it's so? Right now it's much better than in 90s, but still we have certain amount of people. Not always they're criminals, but we have subculture of people who we call them gopniki. Gopnik, it means like, maybe it's close to rednecks in USA or these football fans in United Kingdom, for example. But it's one of small dangers, this gopniki. But actually, even, for example, it's not really good idea to go to police in Russia. I think one of the most dangerous place where could foreigner come, it's police. Because our police right now it's much better than we had previously, but still a lot of people there could be a bit dangerous for you. So actually in Russia, if you went to Russia, two things which you have to avoid. First, it's criminals and these gopniks, and second, it's police. Because some guys in police, they're very good, they could be kind, they could be very good cops, but some could be very bad cops, which could try to make something bad to you. So I advise what you have to do. The worst thing which you could make in Russia is to give others understanding that you are not Russian. Because criminals, gopniks, and police, it's a nice row, actually all of these bad policemen, okay, we would say it like this, they could, the most vulnerable people which could come into their hands, it's people from other countries, actually. So the best thing is do not make a lot of difference in your appearance, in your how you behave, and do not speak English or do not speak foreign languages if you are not in center of Moscow, for example, if you are not in safe place. In safe place, in touristic place, it's totally okay. You are safe, like in other place, in other countries, in other civilization world. But if you went somewhere, some common places, it's better to not show that you could speak, that you can't speak Russian. But actually, it's very easy to understand. If you look at the person, you could understand very easy. Is it English? Is he Russian or not? Because for me, it's just not problem to understand. When I see a person in metro, for example, I understand. Oh, this is not Russians, because they dress differently, they behave differently, they have very kind eyes. In Russia, in public places, most of the Russians, when we went to metro or public transport, we become quite like this. It's like I do not know why it's. I think it's our heritage from USSR. So actually, still, Russia is a very good place to go. I mean, to visit Saint Petersburg, Moscow, and other cities. If you went with touristic groups, it's very safe. It's very good. You wouldn't have much problems. But if you would go alone, if you like adventures, actually it's quite bad decision to go in not touristic roads. I strictly do not advise you to go such roads. And also, if for example something was stolen from you in metro or anywhere, it's not really good idea to go to police. I mean, sometimes you could be lucky and everything would be good, but sometimes you could get into the trouble. So I personally had troubles with police myself. Even, for example, one day I found a passport near a river, and I took this passport and went to the police and said, "Oh guys, I found passport, and maybe something happened to this guy. I have no idea." So these guys, they was quite rude to me, and they started to searching me over and over, and I spent like hours there only because I bring them a passport and I tried to do something good. And it's very common. I was lucky actually because nothing bad happened to me, but you could be in really big trouble because you can't speak Russian and you are vulnerable, I mean. And other thing is criminals. So still right now police much better than before. I mean, right now police has a lot of cameras, so it's hard to make something bad for you in central part of cities where they have all these police stations, they have cameras, so it's kind of safe. But I still wouldn't go to police if the only thing which I would go to police if I have something very big danger in my life. So if somebody would try to kill you, police would help. But in other way, better do not go there. And it's not only mine opinion, it's opinion of, I think, kind of most of people in Russia. It's first. And second, it's criminals and gopniks. These guys, they still could be, you could be very in big danger from these guys, but they wouldn't try to harm you in most cases, but they would try to get some of your valuable stuff. So it's important thing, do not speak with people who you do not know. Better them do not show that you do not know Russian. So because it's like when some of such guys, they understand that you're a foreigner, it's like, oh my god, I'm so lucky. So if you visit Russia, do not go walking when it's dark. Do not go somewhere outside from touristic places. I mean, it's okay to go there, but do not show off yourself. Do not speak loud in English or another language. And just be careful. Be careful because it's not Europe, it's not USA. And we visited a lot of different places with Stukense in Europe and in other places. Better to be. So when we went to Vietnam or when we went to Egypt, we are very careful there, we Russians, because they also have their criminals, and it's kind of dangerous countries, I would say, because if you go somewhere in non-touristic places, and we go a lot because our main interest when we go somewhere to different countries to see how people live. It's our like hobby, but we are very, very careful. So the same thing you have to do in Russia. Be very careful when you go to a place which you do not know, with people who you do not know. Just be careful and everything will be okay. Stukense, could you add something?
Yes, I can add a lot of things. Maybe I will do it on my channel.
Oh, yeah, great. Right now we would start filming another video at your channel, at Stukense. How is it?
You forgot my channel!
Sorry.
It's Russian Beauty.
Russian Beauty channel, please find link below in description of this video. So Russian Beauty channel, we would start right now another video and Stukense would tell her opinion. Thank you.
You were very like, ooh. Russia is dangerous place.
I think some places very dangerous in Russia, and some like center of Moscow it's not so, but also
if you want
could
to
be.
know my opinion, Come to my channel.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.